You know, a popular phrase that I hear people of all religions talk about is that you got bad karma, or if something happens to you, especially immediately after you've done something negative, that was karma, or God don't like ugly is another way of saying it. That idea comes from the Buddhist teaching. You see, Siddhartha Gautama, in his enlightenment, he thought that everybody who was born on this planet, that you have a dharma to satisfy. Now, unless your dharma, your initial dharma, happened at a second dimensional plane, at a lower plane of existence, then what dharma would you have to satisfy if you haven't been here? Your first time here should have been your elevation. So maybe we're here to learn something. Maybe we're here to grow, to have a earthly third dimensional experience. Because maybe we came from that second dimension and now we're having a third dimensional experience, and we repeat this existence until we figure it out and elevate our consciousness to the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth dimensional plane. But how do we do that? According to the Buddhist tradition, it is to eliminate suffering and to eliminate desire. Well, you'll always have a desire to eliminate desire, and you'll always have a desire to eliminate suffering. So there's a paradox there that doesn't allow you to eliminate desire. You see, you will never eliminate suffering. Suffering will always be a part of the existence on this third dimensional plane. No matter how much money a person has, no matter what type of relationships a person has, there will always be some level of suffering that you'll have to contend with, to deal with. And that is how we elevate. We elevate by understanding how do we deal in a higher dimensional mindset with the suffering and the desires that we have. If your desires causes you to injure someone, to hurt someone, to cause someone else to not be able to live a full life, then you need to be able to take a step back and temper your desires, or figure out a way to maneuver so that your desires doesn't hurt another person or prevent them from being able to elevate themselves. If your suffering is causing someone else to suffer, then maybe you got to look at suffering a little bit differently. And maybe you're not suffering. I know people like to say we're going through a season, and sometimes you are going through a season, but if you don't come out of it with a higher conscious mindset, if you don't come out of that time of suffering and realize the lessons that you should have been learning during that time frame, then your consciousness never elevates. You come back and you circle back through, and you'll experience that same thing over and over and over and over again. You see, eliminating desire and eliminating suffering would be satisfying your dharma. But learning how to live with it and grow from it will satisfy your third dimensional plane and lift you up to the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Learning how to love and how to understand, that will move you forward.